Okay, so now I'm going to finish up this test review and show you problem number 10 here. So this time we are showing our work algebraically, so we're going to factor this. All right, now to factor, I always look at GCF first. I don't have a GCF, so I look to see if my A value is a 1. Here it is, so I get to go straight to my two parentheses. All right, in the front I've got x times x, that's what gives me x squared. My signs, the subtraction at the end tells me my signs have to be different. One's positive, one's negative. So I'm looking for two numbers that multiply to 15 and have to add to 2. So I know 5 times 3 multiply to 15. So it's going to be positive 5 minus 3. That's what adds up to 2. So you need to tell me what the x is equal. So this x inside the first parenthesis is going to equal opposite sign. He's going to equal negative 5. The x in the other parenthesis, again, opposite sign. He's going to be positive 3. Those are the numbers that need to go on my number line. Two numbers on the number line. Negative 5 goes on the left, positive 3 on the right. Okay, smaller number on the left, bigger number on the right. Since we have it equal to, then these guys need to be filled in. Okay, so I need to know, am I going to shade in between those two numbers, or am I going to shade to the outsides of the two numbers? The easiest number to choose as a test coordinate is 0, and 0 is actually located in the middle. So we're going to plug a 0 in. If 0 works, we're going to shade in the middle where 0 is located. If 0 doesn't work, we're going to shade to the outsides, opposite of where 0 is located. So if I plug a 0 in, 0 squared is just 0, so I can ignore that. 2 times 0, again, is 0, so I can ignore that. So really, this is all I'm looking at. Negative 15 is greater than or equal to 0. Is negative 15 greater than 0? No, it's not. So since I've used a 0 and it didn't work, then I don't want to shade the 0. I want to shade elsewhere. So I'm not going to shade in the middle where the 0 is located because he didn't work. I need to shade to the outsides in this case. Okay, so I have two shadings here. So for interval notation, the first shading goes from negative infinity to negative 5. Infinity always gets parentheses, and my negative 5 is a filled-in circle, so he's got to get a bracket. Union, because there's more, there's another section of shading that goes from 3 to positive infinity. Infinity always gets parentheses. My 3 here is a filled-in circle, so he's going to get a bracket. Now for inequality notation, you've got to tell me which x values got shaded. These x values got shaded to the left of negative 5, and these x values got shaded to the right of 3. So you need to tell me that the x's that got shaded are less than negative 5, to the left of negative 5. It's also equal to negative 5 because it was filled in. You've got another set of shading over here. These x values are all greater than 3. It's also going to be equal to 3 because 3 is filled in. So my x's that got shaded are less than or equal to negative 5, and my x's that got shaded are greater than or equal to 3. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to zoom out so you can kind of take a look at the entire review. I will not post a picture of it. I'll just post this video so you can check your work to make sure that you've got it all correct. All right, that's all we got for this video. Good luck on your test.